Hello, everybody. It's Saturday. So, you know what that means? It's a new episode of Cinema Society Saturday. And I'm Gus from Askewed Reviews. Now, in case you don't know what Cinema Society Saturday is, this is where a group of us online who absolutely love horror movies have all come together, and each week we are randomly given a theme. We then partner up, give our partner a movie that fits within the theme, and then we review that film for all of you. Now, the theme for this week was so much fun. It was I'm So Sorry. What that means is that each movie that we were assigning to our partners this week were movies that we either just couldn't stand, didn't like, or absolutely hated, and we then thrust those upon our partners to have to watch themselves. So, one of my two partners for this week, because I did end up with two, is Scott the Horror Realtor. And if you're not already watching his content, you're very much missing out. He has some really wonderful and great reviews that you have to check out. And I'm very happy that he just recently kind of came back into the group after taking a bit of a hiatus. And the movie that Scott gave me to review for this week's theme was The Bye Bye Man from 2017, directed by Stacy Title. Don't think it, don't say it, don't think it, don't say it, and maybe don't watch it. This was a little painful. Now, I will say this. It did have a good kind of start to it. Like, I felt like it had a good direction, just didn't really stick the landing. So, for a film that came out in the late 2010s, it did almost have an early or mid 2000s feel to it. Now, whether or not that was a good or bad thing, I'm not certain. That's just kind of how I felt about it. So let me tell you about the concept for this film. It starts off with a little bit of history in the 1950s where a man just goes completely crazy taking out his neighbors because he believes that they said someone's name that they're not supposed to. We then jump ahead to more modern times where we meet our main characters, a boyfriend, girlfriend, and their best friend. And these happen to be Elliot, Sasha, and John. Now, the three of them move into a house that's technically on campus for the college that they're going to. They then end up having this fun party where a bunch of other students come there to hang out, drink, and just have a good time. Now, one of the friends that they make at this party is a girl named Kim who feels like she is very attuned to the supernatural. In fact, she even is willing to do a bit of a cleansing for their place. Now, one night, Elliot ends up discovering that within a nightstand are words that are scrawled in a circle saying, "Don't think it, don't say it." And then when he lifts up the flap, there even seems to be the name of someone called the Bye Bye Man, which he just kind of waves off for the time being. Now, the next night, this group asks their friend Kim to potentially do a seance for them to really prove that she can do what she says she can do. And when she does, she seems to tap into something dark, and during that, Elliot makes the biggest mistake of actually saying the name of the Bye Bye Man. From here, the film turns into kind of like a Candyman slash The Ring ripoff, where it's, oh my goodness, now that it's been said, everyone's going to die. What are we going to do? And it, of course, just becomes worse and worse for them from there. Now, like I said, I feel like this movie had a lot of potential. My biggest issue with it, well, couple of issues. Number one, the acting was not that great. Number two, the story was just kind of okay. But my biggest issue, honestly, is you have Doug Jones playing the Bye Bye Man, which is amazing. That could have saved this movie. But then they decided to cram in all of this weird lore around the character because, well, okay, number one, you apparently can't say his name. And then there's something with gold coins and a train and fire and then a hound creature of some sort. And there was just way too much. So I was completely confused as to what the backstory was or potentially how to defeat the character or creature. There was way too much happening that I just got completely lost. To the best of my knowledge, I did not really ruin anything by mentioning that either. There's a lot that happens in the movie, and yet at the same time, nothing that happens. Now, along with Doug Jones, there are also two other really big names in this movie, including Carrie Ann Moss and Faye Dunaway, which also surprised me. Now, I won't say this is one of the worst horror movies I've seen. I just would say that it's watchable, just maybe not enjoyable. So for me on my scale, I'm giving The Bye Bye Man a 2 out of 5. If you'd like to check this one out for yourselves, it's currently streaming for free on Paramount Plus. Now, once more, I am going to mention go and start following Scott, the horror realtor, if you're not already doing so. Let's try to see if we can get him up to 8,000 followers. And of course, another big reason to go check out his stuff is so you can see the movie that I gave him to review, which was the 2006 American remake of Pulse, which, Scott, I am so sorry that you had to end up watching this one. So I hope you enjoyed my review for The Bye Bye Man. Of course, keep an eye out as later on today, I'm also going to be doing another review for another movie that it was so sorry that I had to watch it. And of course, if you'd like to see what everyone else did for their movies when it came to this theme, all you have to do is look up the hashtag Cinema Society Saturday.